this is the place. It's a 2-car garage. And it looks messy, but this is actually very, very well organized, so I'll take you in. My wife is a saint in that she lets me have a place to work. So, you know, library, but just with generic gaming materials and such. This is kind of assembly. These are all various bits and pieces that I use. This is some stuff that needs to be sorted. They're all very, very well organized. It took a long time to get this up and running, and I add more and more shelves as I need them, from small shelves to big shelves, depending on the project's needs. I'm also an amateur brewer, so you'll see some beer bottles spread around, but these are my big bins, which I use for big things, such as these are large, huge Star Wars miniatures, that sort of thing that I use in some conversion projects, spore pods, that sort of thing. This is some spillover projects I've been working on that I still have to work on. This spider is for my D&D game. I've got a gargantuan spider coming up that I'm going to pit against my adventurers in the next adventure. And so these are various projects in various stages of completion. Let's see what else. This is casting. This is where I do resin casting and that sort of thing. I've got a hydrator here to help speed along the drying process, and this is where I actually do all my casting at when I sell miniatures that I cast. This is an old Exocrine that I was interested in studying, see how it was cast originally as one piece. Anyway, thanks to Bruce over at Hurst Arts for showing me how to do a vibrating table, so that saves me a lot of time in the long run. This is my wall o' bits. I don't have a bits box, I have a bits wall. And each of these bins contains various things, whether it be terrain, or models, or projects, or, you know, whatever. This is all paint and chemicals and, you know, motorless mineral spirits and that sort of thing. This is all painting, basically. This is an airbrush station that I set up that I use for airbrushing. I'm getting more and more into that. I find it to be more and more advantageous. This is just a generic painting area. As you can see, I love to have lots of different colors. I have lots of different tools on hand. There's a tool for every project. And these are just various projects in various state of completion. Some of these are for clients. Some of these are generic things I'm putting together that I'm selling. Just depends on what it is I'm working on that particular week. These are the Moomox that I've been talking about for a little while. They're going to be coming together in the next week or so now that I'm all cleaned up. This is, like I said earlier, I'm an amateur brewer, so this is my beer brewing area. So when I brew about, well, I've got about 10 of these right now, so that's about 22 and a half, let's see, that doesn't matter. It's about 40 gallons at a time, give or take, maybe 50. So I don't brew all that at once, it just depends on the season. Summer's coming up, so I have to brew soon if I'm going to brew. It'll be too hot. This is my shipping area, where I actually have boxes. This thing was a labor of love to hang, but now that it's up and ready, this nozzle actually allows me to fill boxes with wonderful foam. These rifle cases represent my Tyranid army, which is massive, and I never actually get to show because I'm always modeling, but at some point in the near future we're going to have an Apocalypse game, and you guys will be able to see it. More bits trays. These are mostly D&D minis that I also have a lot of huges, so I need good places to hold them. And these are trays that have not yet been filled, but I know that I'm going to be expanding. These are some Tyranid wyverns that I work on that I haven't actually sold yet, but I use them as sort of a cross between a harpy and a harridan, sort of an in-between that I'm going to use in our upcoming Apocalypse game in September. Yet more storage for more art materials. These action figures I use in various conversions and various projects. And then these are some of my own custom pieces. Whew, man, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. God bless my wife. Again, more storage. This contains stuff like sand and bark and pegboard stuff. And one of these bins actually has all the pieces. Well, it's a little hard to see, but all the pieces for the dominatrixes I assemble. I know the focus is a little hazy in here because it's a little dark, so we'll try to get back to the light. So anyway, that's about it. As you can see, oh, sorry, this is my work table. This is where these are all various projects, again, in various stages of completion. Many of these, now that I have a better work area, I'll be able to pound out quickly. So I'm guessing by the end of the summer, I'm trying to get a lot of this stuff cleared out of here. And then this is my photography area. This is where I actually photograph miniatures. I do have a miniature in there right now, but he'll be going up on the block in just a couple days. I'm almost done. I'm giving a virtual tour. You wanna smile for the camera? Smile. That's my wife. That's my sainted wife who allows me to do all this stuff. Nice. This is gonna go on the internet, do you know? I'll be in a second. We're about to have dinner.
Can you edit?
So, can I edit? Yeah, I'll cut this out. For sure. I'll absolutely cut this out. Okay. I love you. I'll be there in a second, babe. Nice. Say bye,
You're
you two.
not going to shoot me walking back up the stairs.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
Alright. I won't. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So that's it. So that's my workshop. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Caleb. I'm a conversion artist. I live in Gardner, North Carolina, and I am a artist for hire. I do conversions, painting, whatever you have in mind. I started modeling about 15 years ago, and I've been doing it consistently for about the last 5 years. I've gotten more and more aggressive with it, and now I tackle much bigger projects. I can do anything from something very small to something very large. If you have any interest in any project, just contact me. You can get me at caleb@whitemetalgames.com, and I check that several times a day. And most of my projects I can turn around in give or take about 1 to 2 weeks, some even faster, some within a week. And the larger projects take a little bit longer. I certainly work out a quote that you're comfortable with. I process the payments partially before. We don't do the entire project payment at one time. That way it sort of helps you on your pocketbook just a little bit. You know, that's it. So please contact me, caleb@whitemetalgames.com, or check out my blog, whitemetalgames.blogspot.com. And, you know, I certainly hope to hear from you. I'm always interested in hearing from a new client or a potential client. Or just shoot me an email. Let me know what you think of my work. I certainly love criticism, you know, good, bad, or otherwise. It's always nice to hear a dissenting opinion. And that's it. So catch you later.